Si no quiero golpes aquí detrás, ¿de acuerdo? Hagan un combate limpio, suerte. Salúdense.
Scheduled for 10 then. Kerman Lejarraga, the former European champion at welterweight, who's feasted on British opponents in the past. Bradley Skeet in 2, Frankie Gavin in 4, and Tyrone Nurse last time out very widely. Jez Smith in the white trunks with the red and green trim comes into this one with big dreams and a huge heart. We know that about him. And he knows this could be a career-changing night for him. But it's a huge, huge ask. Lejarraga starts as an overwhelming favourite. And when you look at their records, it's understandable why, Alex.
Yep, well, it's quite clear to see. But like we've just seen, that doesn't really stand for much sometimes in boxing.
It's kind of a no-lose for Jez Smith, isn't it? No one's expecting anything out of him. If he puts up a good show and still ends up on the wrong end of it, he can learn a lot from this experience.
He certainly can.
For Lejarraga, well, if he wins, everyone's going to say, so what?
Yep.
You know, the risk is all his.
Yeah, I'm quite sure Smith's not thinking that way, though. I'm quite sure they're here to win, Nick.
No question. Trying to get that jab going early here against Lejarraga, whose only defeats have come against David Avanesian. He's since moved up. And it's good to see that Smith's finally found a weight. You know, when he was stopped by Samuel Antwi a couple of years ago, he was at 147 and just was dead at the weight. Then he went up to 160 against Kerman Lejarraga, who's a beast and a big hitter, and he showed huge heart but was battered there. He was at 166 for that last fight that we saw of his back in November, but he only took it at a few days' notice. But now, so having ballooned around from 147 to 166, and 159, I think he was, against Lejarraga. He's come in at a good, solid 154 here, and he says, that's the weight I'm comfortable at.
Yeah, well, he looks much better than he did last time, doesn't he? He's nice and lean round the middle.
Yeah, he's been smart. You know, off the back of that, he said, I'm going to stay in the gym. I'm going to wait for an opportunity to come, and here it is. That opportunity has presented itself. He took a decent body shot there, Smith. Read that nicely, Smith. A bit crude from Lejarraga.
Just dipped under them quite comfortably there, didn't he? Lejarraga having a little bit more success to the body.
Well, he can be a hurtful body puncher.
Yeah, he's got a decent jab as well, Nick.
Yeah. If Smith can keep this jab established here, it's going to give Lejarraga something to think about.
Nice right hand. Well timed as well.
Marking up under the left eye there at the Spaniard.
Yeah.
Oh, got the uppercut through as well. That's going to give Smith a little bit of confidence as well.
Off the jab as well.
There's that body shot again, though, and that's a couple of those he's taken. Smith comes back with a right hand around the back of the guard, but he's got to watch those body shots, Smith. That's a couple of those that he's banged in here in this first round, Kerman Lejarraga. But Smith's had his moments too.
Yeah, good round for Smith, really. Better when he gets his shots off. He never had much success with single punches apart from that little right hand, but when he worked with the jab, he got some good shots off the jab, particularly that right uppercut, which was really well timed. And he stepped in behind it as well. Took the feet with him after the jab and just sneaked that right uppercut right through the middle. It was shot of the round for me.
No. Explosivito. No pega. Probably uppercut, step out, come out with 1-2, yeah? That right hook works, mate. Right hook, right uppercut, left hook. For it, yeah? And when you get down there, don't just work to the head, let that left to the body go. Understand? Just remember, in the bits in between, get that jab working, keep that jab established, understand?
Yeah, Josh Burnham is absolutely right.
Yeah,
keep
really.
that jab going, but he said that, do you hear him say that? That right uppercut's there for you.
Yeah, spot on. Has to be off the jab, though. I don't think he'll have much success with the single shots for a little bit yet. Has to be a little bit more calculated, and I can, you know, give Lejarraga something to think about prior to the big shot coming through. So busy with the jab, and
it's the key for Smith, isn't it?
Yeah,
that jab.
That's a left hook to the body off the jab as well. Have success with that.
Very solid Kerman Lejarraga, though.
Yeah, he is solid, yeah. That's why single shots are not going to be that effective against this guy, especially lead single shots. You know, you want to maybe try and draw a lead and counter him with something, but other than that, you need to be busy with the jab and drop your hooks and your straights to the body, and afterwards, just like we've seen Smith do there, he's technically apt, Smith. He can do it. You know, he's got the capabilities.
Lejarraga just trying to judge this distance,
Yeah.
judging it that well at the moment.
Oh, he's
here in
walking
this
into
second
jabs
round.
on the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's switching it downstairs as well. Smith took a left hook there, though. I think he saw that coming. Sneaky uppercut comes in from the lead hand from Smith that time. Lejarraga read that.
Cabeza, Cuidado el codo. Seguimos, seguimos.
They're saying to Jed Smith, you can't wait, and you can't wait with this fella.
You can't. Keep that jab working. Keep Lejarraga off balance as well.
Yeah, and he's a confidence guy, Lejarraga, as
Yeah.
well. If you do let him settle into his rhythm, he'll grow in confidence.
Yeah, but we've seen him before just march forward behind high hands and likes to have things his own way.
Put some success to the body, Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking for it, isn't he?
Yeah.
That missed by a long way, but
Yeah.
he's looking for it.
That's why he wants to get the jab off first, Nick. You know, it'll set it up and it'll give him a little bit better placement with his feet.
Speaking of jabs, Lejarraga just landed a beauty.
Yeah, good old solid jab that was, wasn't it, as well?
It really was.
That's the kind of jab that can drain you a little bit. You know, it takes a little bit of energy out of you, especially if it hits you in the forehead. You know, it starts to sap your legs a little bit.
Nice body shot.
Yeah,
Smith.
there's a good counter punch.
Yeah, yeah, that's Lejarraga starting to open up. That right
10
hook.
seconds.
He doesn't want to stay around there too long, Smith. You know, just turn off the line and get back on the jab again.
Stop. 3.
Let's see if Smith can carry it out.
Well, that's the hard part, isn't
Yeah,
it?
of course it is.
You know, you can send me in there with that
Yeah,
advice. I'm
yeah.
not going to do a damn thing.
Yeah, you're right, Nick. Yeah.
You know, the other guy's got his
Cuidado
plan.
con el codo,
But he's absolutely right, Josh Burnham. He's just reaching a bit on that. Doesn't need to be falling in behind that either, Smith, otherwise he could get picked off. Yeah, there he is looking for that uppercut again. Starting to land some good solid body shots here, Lejarraga. Yeah, he's just starting to force that uppercut, isn't he now?
Yeah. He doesn't need to be trying to force it. Just chip it in off the jab every now and then. You don't want to give Lejarraga too much to think about in terms of repetition as well. You know, he starts getting familiar with what's coming, so you need to mix it up a good bit.
That's better actually from Smith there. Just a few moments ago while you were talking, Alex, he landed that right hand. I think Lejarraga felt it. Oh, he's got it!
Oh.
Oh, he's got it! He landed the right
shot.
uppercut. Now, he's up quickly, but he hit the deck. That is a count. He's been looking for it. There we were saying he's forcing it, but he knew what he was doing. He's dropped it in, and he's floored Kerman Lejarraga. Now then.
Rápido, ¿eh?
Yeah, you can hear them in the
Yeah,
Smith
of
corner
course,
saying, hey,
yeah.
that guy's been on the floor, and what's going on here? How many
Rightly
extra
so.
seconds is that?
Vamos, box.
Well, he knows he can hurt him. He's been looking for it, and he found it. Lejarraga was up very, very quickly, and then there's the big
Nice,
swinging
good
right hand.
shot. That's a
Lejarraga.
good left hook, Nick.
Yeah, Lejarraga's in a bit of trouble
Yeah, he's
here.
hurt.
Oh, he's
Oh,
come up
good
with a big
counter
counter,
punching
but
as
Smith's
well.
taking it well, and he's coming in looking for the finish here. In the third round, Kerman Lejarraga, the former European champion, has been dragged into a wall here, marked up under the eye as well. Comes up with a lovely body shot there, Lejarraga. Is he gonna fight his way through this? There was just a moment there you thought Smith might pull off the shot.
Yeah.
But Lejarraga doesn't look completely steady on those legs, does he?
No. Smith seems quite calm as well. Yeah, he's looking for a big shot. Maybe he wants to put them together a little bit more rather than look for one single big shot.
Lejarraga was ragged there. If ever a man needed to get back to his corner, it's Kerman Lejarraga. He's on the floor. That right eye is a mess. And the legs were unsteady there. He's managed to ride it out. But that was not a good round for Kerman Lejarraga, the overwhelming favourite in this fight.
Did he just hurt Smith?
I think he did. He caught it right on, right on the belt.
Just giving him a little bit too much time there as well. Like the corner said to him before, don't give him so much time in between. Don't let so much time lull. You know, he should have maybe jumped on him a little bit more there, but he done what he could, and it's definitely a 10-8 round.
And the damage under that right eye. We get a good view of this, Alex, and at the moment the cut man is obscuring it as he goes to work, but that really does look a mess.
¿Estás bien, Kerman? Kerman, si te coge una mano, ¿por qué no dobla la rodilla? ¿Para que te pare la pelea de pie? Tío, no cometas fallos, tío.
Well, we said earlier he's trying to force it, but he walked onto that one there, Lejarraga.
Well, like I said earlier, Nick, anything, you know, off the jab was going to be effective. That was a brilliant uppercut off the jab. You know, I harped on about that a little bit earlier. He wasn't going to have much joy with the single shots against this guy, but something off the jab, just give him a little bit to think about before unloading the bigger shot, and it worked perfectly there. Credit to Smith. I hope he wasn't hurt and shaking a little bit himself going back to the last round.
Well, he's always dangerous, Kerman Lejarraga.
Experienced campaigner as well.
And I'm sure words were dished out in that Lejarraga corner there as well. This man needs to get himself back on track. Defeat here to Jez Smith, while it'll be a career win for Smith, would ask huge questions of where Kerman Lejarraga stands in the pecking order. This is not a fight he can afford to lose. He's got a WBA ranking as well, even though he's never really won anything significant at this weight, but that is a recognition of what he did at welterweight.
Again, Smith waiting a little bit too long for me.
Yeah, Smith can't hang around,
No, he's waiting a little bit too long, yeah. Wants to get busy again.
So if you could draw him in, though, draw him in for another one of those uppercuts. Maybe he's looking to try and set that trap here. But at the moment, he's on the back foot here in this fourth round.
And he's eating jabs as well. Lejarraga's face is a real mess already. There you go. That's the kind of punch picking he wants to be thinking about, Nick. Right hand, left hook, right hand.
Look for it again there.
Yeah, well, he was looking for the counter right uppercut there. He tried to draw Lejarraga's jab and then just chip that uppercut through. So
he's got him again.
Same shot, Nick.
Same shot.
Whoa.
I thought he was trying to set the trap, you know. I thought he's watching him come forward and he's going to spring one, and he's done it beautifully. Timed it perfectly. Lejarraga on the floor again. His face is a mess. Shake of the head there, and again, they're playing all the tricks, aren't they?
They sure are.
Oh, boy.
Spat that gum shield out as soon as he hit the ground.
And I'll tell you what, the referee should be jumping on this, Alfonso Monroy.
Pretty ridiculous, really.
That really is. Twice he's done it now, but twice Lejarraga's been on the floor. He's in trouble.
Yeah, well, he's got almost a minute to go now, Smith, as well. You know, it's only I'm saying only a 10-round fight. Still a pretty long time, but you'd like to see him maybe, you know, he's on the back foot as well. Maybe wants to try and press himself forward a little bit, let some combinations go.
Mind you, when he is coming forward like this, he's vulnerable to that uppercut. If he walks in, falls in, if Smith can pick him off again. I'm astonished the referee didn't have a sterner word that time.
That's good work now. Smith using a wee bit of variety now. He went to the body with a straight right hand. Gave a little feint off and then came with a left hook and a right hand, so his brain's working pretty well.
Yeah. And he's making him reach. And when he reaches, he's vulnerable.
10 seconds. 10 segundos.
Well, here he is getting out of the corner nicely.
Good feet work there. He wants to be busy now though, Nick. You know, right back on the shots.
Stop.
Establishes authority. And made a lovely turn there, and you know he never done nothing on the turn, so needs to be a little bit more aggressive, I think.
But that's 2 10-8 rounds. There's no other way you can, score them. No other way at all.
Si tiras el jab, no lo tires así, franco. ¿Has oído? Hazle una finta para que no te contragolpee.
Well, here it goes. Let's have another look at it. Well, he didn't force this one, did he? He just timed it beautifully.
Takes a 1-2. And then chip right through. Lovely shot.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. And he wasn't off the floor quite as quickly as he was the first time. But they still gave him another 15 seconds off the back end of it, didn't they? Both times. He's just got to stay cool here. He's obviously not going to get any help from the referee. But Jez Smith has put himself in a super position here as we get into the 5th round of this 10-rounder. The former European welterweight champion, Kerman Lejarraga, has been on the floor twice, both times from the right uppercut. Blocking off those jabs now, Lejarraga. I think Smith's happy to just draw him in and look to unload the big shot again.
Sit lower than him. Be in charge of the distance.
At the moment, Smith's doing a good job with the distance because Lejarraga is out of range. He's doing a really clever job here, Smith.
He's using a good straight right hand to the body as well, which is really effective. It's really gave Lejarraga something to think about in between as well. He normally goes with the jab for Smith and then he drops that straight right hand to the body, almost in a 1-2 fashion.
And he's got Lejarraga thinking a little bit here. He doesn't want to commit, knowing that he could end up picking up a counter.
Yeah, it's a good jab for Smith as well. You get the feeling as well that if Smith just got his jab on point, he could probably win the fight with his jab alone.
Yeah.
But Lejarraga also has a good jab as well.
Stop.
If you're in Smith's corner, would you like to see him trying to push Lejarraga back a little bit?
Yes, certainly. Yeah. I definitely would, yeah. Even when he turns and makes him miss a little bit, to get right back on the combinations a little bit quicker, like now. You know, he just gives him a little bit too much time to get his feet back. You need to give a guy like Lejarraga something to think about all the time.
Yeah. I mean, he's comfortable on the back foot here, Smith. He's forcing Lejarraga to miss. But yeah, like you said, I was thinking I'd like to see him try and force him back a bit. Not all the time. He doesn't need to because he's comfortable like this. Lejarraga's doing absolutely nothing in this round. Oh, got the uppercut in again.
Box.
You can hear him saying in the corner of Jez Smith, just get back on that jab, keep it working. Lejarraga cannot judge this distance, did then. That was better.
Yep, timed Smith well there.
He's picked a nice shot there. Smith and Lejarraga reaching a little bit.
Stop. Separamos. Don't hold in. Box.
Yeah,
Jab,
really
yeah.
nice.
10
Nice,
seconds.
intelligent boxing this from Jez Smith.
Stop.
Another good round there from Smith.
Well, he didn't manage to get his man down, but he wasn't in any trouble at
What I
all.
want to see, this is round 6 coming up. Okay, you've got 5 more rounds. Okay, you've got 2 rounds.
Estamos ya en la pelea, ¿eh?
Sí, pero está esperando al gancho.
Tú tiras a la izquierda, más bien a la derecha. Tiras el crochet rápido, izquierda, derecha y crochet rápido.
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah? Round the side up the middle, but not powerful, just quick. Boom, boom, boom. Off, off. Nice and dynamic. You see when you're here and you're off the jab, you don't want to engage. Okay. It's only when you go in here and you'll lose, that's when he comes on. You understand?
Yeah,
It's when you're
cannot
giving him
argue
the
with that
confidence,
at
that's when he's
all.
coming on. I want to see you here. Solid legs, touch, touch, touch. When you're in there, bam, 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 head off.
Yeah.
He can't touch you otherwise, you understand me? Let's go, champ.
Very good. Very, very good. Very effective information. Hopefully, again, he can take that on board and use it to his advantage, because that is exactly the kind of thing you want to be hearing in the corner.
Lejarraga has got to boss the second half of this fight. He's got to be behind on any realistic card. Did nothing in that previous round and was on the floor the two before that. I think Smith's been really smart and intelligent. Again, judging the distance nicely, having the last word in there as well, but Lejarraga is trying to turn up the intensity again. Nice body shot. Smith's answered it. To be a bit of spite in that right hand to the body, though, from Lejarraga. Yeah, that's what you want to see from Smith, isn't it? Be first. Took a jab there, just misses with the uppercut as well. Anyway, Lejarraga pushed him off there.
Just shoved him.
Plenty in the engine. This is not a guy that looks like he's about to go.
Still looks pretty solid.
Keep your hands up. Keep it composure. Keep your legs engaged. Keep your legs engaged. Composure, composure.
The pressure is building from Lejarraga. There's no question about that.
A wee change in the tide. There's that good right uppercut.
Yeah.
Lejarraga's busy with his jab again as well.
It's been a better round for him.
You've got to keep your legs going. You've got to keep that base. You've got to keep that base.
Oh, that's better from Lejarraga as well. Starting to bully Smith a little bit here in this sixth round. There's the body work.
Oh, he's
another
up
left
there.
hook to the body. And Smith, for the first time, is blowing a little bit.
Well, he felt that, Nick.
Yeah. And he's been softened up with an earlier one.
Yeah, he certainly did feel that one.
That was better. He led. He was first off there. Lejarraga is starting to dish out the flashy stuff now.
Just pulled out with the hands low there in a straight line.
This is Lejarraga's best round of the fight by far.
Yeah, he wants to keep using those hips, Smith, and he wants to keep dipping, rolling. Can't leave himself on the line there just to be touch to that body. He's still feeling that body shot now.
Big combination here from Lejarraga.
Yeah.
Smith, who's got a big, big heart, doesn't want to be taking shots like that. And the referee's having a good look.
Yeah, he's still feeling that body shot, though.
Well, that's the one that's done all the damage, isn't it? Smith's got to try and just find a way to keep this fella off, because this has been a huge round for Kerman Lejarraga.
Yeah, he's got, and he's got it again. Left foot to the body.
Yeah, he's been softening him up with it. And he's put him down in the last few seconds of the round. And is Smith even going to get
it's
up?
It's not looking good for him, Nick.
Well, he is up.
Wow.
Oh, thank goodness for Jez Smith's point of view that the bell went, because he was in a world of trouble. 3 knockdowns now.
Sit up. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths. You okay? You all right, champ? Huh? Talk to me. Listen to me. If you're going to stand there with him, you've got to sit down with him. You've got to work. Do not give him confidence. He's got a swelling on his eye. Do not give him confidence that he doesn't need. You understand?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. He allowed him back into the fight there, Nick, really, in that round.
You'll put him off.
You know, he just done little things that his corner was telling him not to do.
When you're on the ropes, catch, boom, catch. But it's only got to be a quick shot. I know you're tired. Yep. I know you're tired.
He'd softened him up.
It hasn't got to be a powerful shot, just speed.
Well,
speed
tells you a lot about his character there, that he stuffed that gum shield back in his mouth. Lejarraga spitting his out when he was touching the canvas, but it's a heavy body shot. He actually never recovered from the first hard body shot that he'd taken, Nick, you know, so only took a little bit of a dig round the side there of the ribs to...
The really bad news for Jez Smith, there's 4 rounds to go, and Lejarraga is building up a head of steam big time.
And that's going to give him a great deal of confidence that last round as well, that you can bet that.
Well, he absolutely bossed it. And he ended up with the knockdown.
Yeah. He also has to be cautious as well, Lejarraga, that he doesn't walk into another one of those uppercuts.
Well, here's another question. Does Jez Smith carry his power? We don't know.
No, well, we don't know, but he has dropped him twice, so clearly has enough power to put Lejarraga down.
Let's go, champ. Let's go. How far do you want to do?
Whether or not he's now maybe running out of that steam that he had earlier.
If Lejarraga feels he can walk through him now,
Out the middle, around the side.
I think things are going to start getting very, very tough here for Jez Smith.
Stepped right in behind that jab there as well.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he's trying the uppercut too much, and there's a ragged look about Jez Smith, and there's that body work again
Yeah, that
from
was
Lejarraga.
a chopping right hook behind Smith's left elbow there, and it seemed to affect him a little bit as well. He takes a big left hook there on the inside as well.
And Lejarraga is just starting to rough him up. Can Smith find something here to slow him down, because it looks like he's unraveling.
Well, it does. It looks like he's still hurt to the body as well. He still looks like he's not quite shaking those body shots off yet. Comes back there with a good left hook, Smith. But is it enough now?
Yeah, he was ragged there. Left himself open, and then had the sense to just try and get out of there. But there's another body shot from Lejarraga, who is really starting to fancy this now.
Yeah, he's taking the steam out of Smith's shots as well by just closing him down a lot, to the point where the punches from Smith are just deflecting.
And blood coming from the nose of Smith now as well.
3-4 punches.
He's stopped the jab as well. Smith's jab's not coming out as frequently as it was before.
Break. Stop. Box.
Let's go, boom.
See that? He's not shooting the jab now.
No.
Jab's not
Oh,
coming
he's
out.
got caught again by a right hand, a jolting right hand from Lejarraga, and Smith's in trouble again. And is he going to go? He's stopped.
It's maybe a little bit premature now.
Well, do me a favour.
Yeah, a little bit premature there for me.
He's falling back the whole round, man.
Sorry, that's ridiculous. He was in
Yeah.
trouble. There's no doubt he was in trouble. But really?
It's a little bit premature. It's a little bit disappointing that.
Punches, the whole round.
A referee who gave Kerman Lejarraga all day when he'd been knocked down twice,
Yeah,
jumps in at the first real sign of trouble. I mean, and he was in trouble. Make no doubt about that.
yeah, he was.
He
but
was
he
in
wasn't
trouble.
being beaten from pillar to post.
No.
He was totally
How technical.
coherent. His eyes were clear. You know, that was really unfair there. Really, that's a professional boxing match. You know.
I wouldn't go so far as to say he's been robbed, because he did look like the wheels were coming off for Jez Smith, but that's a bad way for that one to end.
Throwing punches, throwing back the whole round, man. There wasn't a single fucking minute around he weren't throwing back.
Well, let's have another look at it again. He was shipping a lot of punishment. The tide had clearly turned. There's that jolting right hand.
Okay.
Yep.
Technical count.
Caught him right on the point of the jaw as well. Yeah, you can see him grimacing there.
Yeah,
certainly,
and
but
he's in trouble. There's no question about that.
yeah, flush on the chin there.
Lejarraga was breaking him down, but
Nothing wrong with Smith's chin.
or his heart. And there's a ref hovering. Nothing's landing cleanly
It's
there.
not a
Nothing
flush-
has landed cleanly
Not
there
a flush
at all.
shot there, really.
The ref has.
Bit disappointing there for the ref.
I mean, he did a poor job all night. I think he would have
No
gone on.
problem, no
I think he'd have gone on and won this fight, though, Kerman Lejarraga. I think he'd weathered the storm. Smith gave him all he could handle for the first 5 rounds of that, and Lejarraga then turned it up to another level.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a nice round of applause, please, for both of these fighters.
Come on.
Referee Alfonso Monroy calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 31 seconds of round number 7. Your winner by TKO de Bilbao, País Vasco, España. El revolver de Morga, Kerman Lejarraga.
Kerman Lejarraga survives a scare and 2 knockdowns to keep his career on track. Jez Smith certainly got his attention